Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 34 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Snowblock. No, not ATM. OceanBlock2. Yeah, that's the pack I'm playing still. You'd think after 34 episodes, my brain would register which pack we're playing, but sometimes it just takes a minute. So today's episode, I have a, is this the one with silk on it? Yeah, it is. Can I silk touch a snow block with a pickaxe? I guess we're going to find out together. Oh, apparently not. Okay, never mind. Well, that didn't go as well as I had hoped it would. Let's do this. Let's get another bucket of water, because this is how I got this a second ago. So, with cold temperature, you can convert water to ice. I'm making a snow block just for the sake of, there we go. And do I have any shovels at all? I mean, I guess not. I could just quickly make an iron one. This will get me, snowballs, right? That I can then turn into a snow block, and that'll work. Hooray! Chapter complete. Look at that. Why did I need snow? I don't know. I have no idea. But I have it now, so that's cool. What can I use it to create? I mean, we could check. Let's find out. What can we use snow to create? Some blocks, obviously. A snow catcher from the Weathergate mod. That's interesting. What else? Anything else cool? Yeah, maybe that. Stuff. Water essence from... Yeah, that could be cool. We can use it to make cryomissy from extreme reactors. Okay. That doesn't sound familiar. Is that a thing that existed before? That doesn't sound familiar. Am I crazy, or is there just, like, not a lot of stuff that snow makes? It doesn't seem all that important. But I did it, and that completed Chapter 2, which means officially the first 3 chapters of OceanBlock2 are now complete. You know what else I haven't done? Is kept up with the Abyssal Archives. So remember, like, we kind of went through these archives a little bit. Let's jump through and just real quick read the next 3 log entries that I've opened. So log entry number 8. The deeper I go, the less the world wants me here. Light fades faster than it should. The water feels thicker, like it's resisting me. My suit groans under the pressure, and the cold is finding ways in. If I push any further with my current gear, I won't be coming back. I need something stronger, something that goes beyond science. Magic, alchemy, whatever. Force is woven into these ruins. It lingers in the carvings and the whispers that drift through the deep. If I can harness it, fuse it with my tech, I might just stand a chance, because down there in the black, something is waiting. Sounds about right. So that was after, I assume, getting the tier 1 stuff. This was me getting to the Skulky area, I guess. Another ruin, this one comes with security. Not people, not monsters, machines. Big, ancient, and very aware of my existence. They didn't attack, which is a refreshing change of pace. No, they just watched. Their movements, their signals, everything about them screamed one thing. Not hostility, fear. And if the creepy alien death robots are scared of something down here, I have some serious regrets. Skulk. It shouldn't be here, but neither should I, so I guess we're even. It's holding my suit together, letting me dive deeper. Great for survival, terrible for my nerves. The whispers are getting louder. Voices? Static? Some deep-sea nightmare trying to reach me about my car's extended warranty? No idea. The ocean floor is closed now. Real close. And for once, I'm thinking maybe ignorance is bliss. So last episode, we were able to unlock Chapter 4, right? Which I'm pretty sure activated this beacon, this waypoint thingy right here. So a rift portal, which I absolutely did not mark myself. So I assume that there's some kind of command block or something that executes when you complete a certain chapter, causing the nearest portal to be shown. So what I am gonna do is go get this dude. I wonder, like, what the mechanic of... Because I've noticed, like, the drops getting better as we've kind of gone through here. I also, made the pressure chamber thingy between episodes just to also round out that quest. So, yeah, I've definitely noticed the drops on this getting better. So I wonder if it's just, like, time in the world or what? Reflecting necklace, huh? What's that one do? Accumulates damage taken by the wearer and the relic's internal buffer with a capacity of 4 units. Oh yeah, it's cool. I remember that thing. Neat. Do I care about copper? Probably not. Definitely not. Ooh, turtle seeds. Wireless out of range. Oh, that's right. I haven't made the infinite range upgrade on that thing yet. I wonder if it exists. Does the range upgrade? It would be like wireless something or other. Isn't there like a singularity? There's like a singularity thingy you can do to make an infinite range, dude. Isn't there? It may not exist in the pack. Um, maybe range. We're gonna have to figure it out. Or is it just right in here? Isn't there like a slot for it? Quantum bridge card? That's what I want, right? Yeah, that guy. That guy, I think, is what we want. Yeah, we'll check that out in a bit. I'm not too worried about doing that right now. I want to see what Chapter 4 is all about. Clearly, there's some things we can improve as we go along and check out some stuff, but I want to see what happens here. Voices from the Rift. I'm starting to think being able to swim this deep is kind of a problem. Right under my escape pod, I started hearing whispers. This mysterious power called out to me. I didn't see anything on the ocean floor, but the whispers got louder. I began to dig down, and that's when I found what looks to be an ancient temple. Right in the center, there was the answer to getting off of this planet, but the creatures from it just won't stop coming. Swim underwater with your escape pod and dig beneath the ocean floor to find the rift portal. Okay, I can do that. I assume that's gonna be you. Right? Maybe right here-ish. That looks like what I'm looking for. I think it might be mining laser time, yes? Where are you at, mining laser? No, that's the wrong doohickey. This dude. And I'm going to turn off precision mode because I'm basically going to go straight down. Might not be a smart idea, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. This looks like something, right? Does this look like something? Got some skulk here, some skulky veiny stuff. Ooh, lots of amethyst. Now let's make sure that my gear is in pretty good shape. There's probably some better upgrades I could get. Oh, it's cool looking. It's a conduit. Right-clicking it does nothing. I don't think I want to break or mine it just yet until I have some better understanding of what I'm doing. The rift portal is where? I don't know. What's this? I have no idea. I'm guessing this is the portal, right? Oh my goodness. Lots of tasks complete. Okay. So I think we found the rift portal. Okay. Activating the rift portal. After finding the portal structure, I have thought more about how to activate it in that temple. The goo I have might just be the answer to activating the rift. Polymorphic fluid can really transform into anything, and combining it with the power from the end should give me something I can use. Craft a bucket of portal fluid using portal fluid catalyst. I think that's doable for us, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my, speaking of portal guns, portal gun out of here, and I'm going to save this point as the rift portal. So if I add a favorite, and we call it rift portal, that should be cool. Then I can go home, right, and get portal fluid. So I just need a portal catalyst. Catalyst will be easier to look up for me, I think. And then we're going to want some polymorphic, and then we're going to want our bucket of water. It's really fast. You got to be real quick with that. Hooray! Quest complete. Okay, that seems cool. And I got a couple flawless budding Certus quartz, which are nice to have. Okay, enter the rift. I have to activate the rift portal. It's my only way off this planet. If I can just last a little longer, I can activate the portal using this fluid I've made. Okay. And then I get some stuff from doing that, from entering the rift. Okay. That's cool. I kind of want to check out this. There's some skulk sensors around here. That's pretty cool. This is like a neat little structure. I like what they made. This looks cool. Doesn't it look cool? I feel like it looks cool. Alright, so apparently I want to... Oh, hello. There you go. We ready for this? Do I want to, like, soulbound some of my stuff before I do this? That seems like a really smart idea, right? I feel like I should soulbound some of my armor. Remind me how to get the soulbound book. So we need a book and quill with soul flowers and half a bucket of polymorphic on superheated. That seems really easy, right? Right, that seems really, really, really easy. Does the book and quill have a thing on it? It does. I should teach you how to make the book and quill. Do we have... How are we for leather? Like, not great, right? So what I'm thinking I do is teach it how to make the book and quill in the thing, because that's what we're like always after, right? So if I went and made a book and then upgraded you to a book and quill, then we don't have to worry about feathers and leather and sugarcane and all that stuff, right? We just, you know, we take this dude and we put you in there, okay? And then you can learn how to make books and quill, and then we're just gonna need some stuff. I think wool has a lot of that on there, right? Yes. And then what else do you need? Earth, maybe? Is that earth? Cool. So if I want you, we need more of the dirt to show up. Now you might not have a place for dirt to sit. Correct. So I need, from the replicator mod, I need another one of you. Cool. There we go. All right, so now he's going to stamp out some books for me. Now remind me, if I wanted death protection or flight, I'm going to need time crystals for this stuff, right? Remind me how to get time crystal blocks, because there was like a trick to it. Time... Budding time crystal blocks, can do that. Wasn't there a thing I had to do to get time crystals? I thought I figured this out last episode. I'm not gonna lie, it's been like almost a week since I last recorded because you know, we had a holiday and all that stuff. So definitely I remember sort of doing this. There was a quest for it, wasn't there? Where's my Just Dire Things mod? Chapter. Oh, they can be found in the rift. These can be turned into budding time crystal blocks using Shadow Pulse Goo. Okay, so we have to go to the rift to find time crystals. I thought it was something like that. So that's fair. All right, now what about those soul seeds, right? I've got a few of them. Where did I plant them? Like over here-ish? So yeah, you're doing a good job with that. You are the soul seeds, right? Let's do... That's pretty cool, right? I'm gonna need a few of these, so I'll be back in a minute once I get enough. Alright, so that should be actually a pretty healthy amount of soulbound books. And I think the key that I'm gonna want to do is probably my armor at the very least, right? Does that sound like an exceptional plan, actually? So at the least, my armor. Excuse me. Excuse me for a minute. We'll do that, right? And we can put this stuff away for a sec. Backpacky, backpacky. What else should I do? Maybe my portal gun should be soulbound? Can I not? Can I not soulbound anything if I want to? I guess not. I guess there's a limit to what I can soulbound. Mining gadget? Nope, apparently not. Clip Sallow Wand. In fairness, I guess none of these things are enchantable at all. So there must be some kind of like enchantability tag. Sword might be smart to have, right? Is there anything else that would be like really good to soulbind? Maybe you would be cool to soulbind. I mean, oh, maybe not. Maybe that won't be cool to soulbind. I don't know. Can that go there? I guess so. Or there? I guess it goes anywhere. Yeah, maybe just my backpack. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would have like real value in soulbinding it, but I can't. Oh, even the backpack doesn't accept soulbind. Okay. Well, I don't know what else all can be soulbound. Armor's probably sufficient, right? I wouldn't mind having some like protection on there. How am I for experience? Can I real quick knock out some protection? So since Apotheosis is not in the pack, wouldn't protection by itself be the best thing to get, like, no matter, like, regular old protection, right? I just need some dark steel ingots, right? Now, I can't combine that to... There is no protection 5, right? I always lose track of, like, what maxes there are, but protection 4 will be a bunch of dark steel ingots, which is really only going to be iron, coal dust, and obsidian, so that shouldn't be too bad. Iron, because technically we want 4 of them, right? And then obsidian, and then coal dust. And you... Cool. I'll be back after I make all this and apply it, because I think protection on my armor would be smart. For the record, you can tick accelerate. I'm just saying, for the record, it's doable. And then lapis. So this should be 27 levels. And this goes in here with you, right? And protection 4. Oh, 28 levels. My mistake. Now, here's a question I got. If I got 40 levels and I did this, am I going to be at 12 or am I going to be at greater than 12? I'm going to be at 12, so don't do that. I had to test. Look, I got to test, guys. That's just the way it works. It needs to be tested. Dyer needs to... He has an inherent need to know. And besides, I've got, like, plenty of EXP sitting right here, ready to go right in there. So I ain't sweating the XP. We're at the point where we can do this kind of experimentation. Now this one shouldn't matter too much, right? 5. Oh no, it does the same thing. But also I'm not going to sweat a few experience levels. Okay, so remember, I balanced my armor around, like, vanilla damage and vanilla stuff because I didn't want my armor to be overpowered with regards to protection. It's all about the abilities being on there. That's the cool thing. I should make a decoy. Can I make a decoy without time crystals? Let's find out. Because decoy is a good one for, like, stuff, right? Just saying. Then goes on the legs. That one also needs a hotkey. So remember, I did debuff remover is H. So let's make... Is there anything bound to J at the moment? Doesn't look like it does anything, so you're going to be J, Mr. Decoy. And what that'll do is generate a decoy. And for some reason, it's supposed to be my skin. Sometimes it doesn't work. It does have a cooldown on it, which you can see right above my thing. And when the cooldown wears off, the decoy despawns. Mobs will aggro on it. So, like, I think it actually, like, grabs their aggro. It's not even like a pat. It's like, hey, come hit me. So, yeah. Definitely a thing. Alright, so let's go back to the Rift Portal. Jumping on it. Whoosh! Here goes nothing. Quest completed. Enter the Rift. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. What is happening? The what did what? Your loot was dropped. The Rift rejected you. Your loot was dropped. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? I was expecting that few seconds countdown to be like, and then a boss spawns? I did not expect it to be like, and you're home now. Goodbye. What? Okay. If I can just last long, yeah, okay, I did the thing. Rift charge meter. Ooh, I got an infinity ham. It would be cool if I could combine these two infinity hams to be like, hey, look. You can, like, combine levels and be like, okay, so what just happened? I'm guessing extending your time. I didn't teleport home. I mean, not home, just, you know, this home. Instead, for a very brief moment, I saw a completely new dimension, then I was forcibly removed. I felt a dark energy there, something keeping this portal from allowing me to go home. I should find a way to explore this dimension and stop that energy from taking over the portal. Task, craft the Empowerer and learn how to empower yourself. Okay, that thing that I've been stalling on making. I've been like, I'm avoiding making the Empowerer. Well, guess what? It's Empowerer time. So I guess we're going to do it. We're going to need advanced coils, which needs basic coils, which needs Restonia crystals, which is just charged up redstone in this here doohickey. If and when I have to automate this, I shall. Can you sneak in there? You can. Hooray. Can you rotate? Not really. What I want to do is just... It'll be a little bit easier to go that way. You know, I could... Do I want a pressure plate? Meh. I guess not. So let's get a couple of U's. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then you can upgrade to that. Okay, and then we're going to want ultimately 5 display stands. So we're going to want aesthetic quartz, which is a block of quartz, and then aesthetic green quartz, which is chiseled quartz blocks. I forget exactly how many of these I need, so we're just going to... That might have been the right amount, to be fair. I think that was accidentally the exact right amount. Because that got me 5 display stands, which now I can just get an Empowerer, which is going to be 2 of you, and this double battery, which is going to be a single battery, which is going to be another advanced coil. Just going to make a few extra in case, right? And then we're going to need some Inori crystals, which are just iron, right? Yeah. See, I kind of remember how this whole thing works. So you upgraded to you, and then that turns into you. Cool. Yeah. Infusion altar time. This can just chill like right here, right? Ain't no reason it can't. I don't exactly remember how far you have to be away. I'm gonna say 2 blocks. That doesn't feel... That feels too far. I might be wrong. I don't really remember. Is there a quest that reminds me how, you know, how far that goes? Actually, additions. I'm sure, like, the quest is like, hey, here's your reminder, right? Right, quest? You remind me? You remind me how things work? 2 blocks away on each side of the Empower. Says 2 blocks away, so I'm going to assume that this is correct. Is that fair? All right, back to the laser being on this mode. So that would be you. Yeah. And then we can do mechanism cables. Might need a few more at some point. Figure it out. When and if we get to the point where we need to automate this or care about automating this, we'll deal with some kind of laser IOE setup. But for now, I think we're cool to just let this happen. Should I just connect you here? I don't see why not. I just feel like I should make a few more of these. You are working, right? I don't remember exactly where I set you up. Oh yeah, that's right. You're a little bit on the slow side, but that's okay. We'll get there when we get there. Where is that made? Is it made in this dude? Nope. Where's that made again? Not an arc furnace recipe. Not a blast. Oh, it's that alloying. Oh yeah, that's right. You're made in this dude, right? Wow, you are slow. I should definitely have some kind of keep in stock mode or some kind of like, you know, add-ons. I don't know if that's the right block to tick accelerate. So you're an improved machine core. You're the foundry, right? Yeah, that works. Good enough. Now you're all solar powered, right? But you have like a pretty decent buffer. So what I'm going to assume is that you'll be fine to keep things running. Cool. All right, so that should be your Empower setup. All right, so now what I need is a Rift Attenuation Crystal. 5-minute base Rift time. I figured it out! The dark energy I felt in the Rift was the same energy that the Abyssal Pearls have. Using these, I can empower a crystal to extend my time in the Rift. Task: create a Rift Attenuation Crystal. Note: when crafting the crystal, any online team member that's not currently in the Rift will gain Rift charge based on the item that is crafted. Okay, well, I'm the only team member, so the Rift Attenuation Crystal itself is only used for the next tier craft. Okay, so we need Promethium, Echo Shard, Heisenberg Compensator, Teleportation Core, Abyssal Pearl, and that'll make 4 of those. Okay. Standing near the Empower when it finishes its craft will up any nearby player's charge. Every attenuation crystal has a limited amount of energy and is capped at their respective time limit. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to make, right? So Promethium is an engraving recipe. Okay, Echo Shards we're cool on, right? Like we got that stuff, we're good there. Heisenberg Compensator is also an Oratech recipe. Teleportation Core's mechanism, which should be pretty easy to make, and the Abyssal Pearl is craftable. So that seems cool. Remember, I've been getting those purple things every time I open up one of those chests. I'm assuming there's a place in the world where I can go find them, like outside of the quest rewards, but you know, for now, sufficient. So let's see. I need the Atomic Forge for this guy. Do I also need the Atomic Forge for this guy? Yes. And I don't think I've made the Atomic Forge yet, have I? You know how I can tell is by... Ooh, hello, batteries. Is by checking Oratech's quest line. I bet there's an Atomic Forge dude, and yeah, he ain't done yet. So, he's on my to-do. Okay? But at least for the meantime, we've got some of what we need. Cool. All right. So, Atomic Forge. We need a few things that we don't currently have. No crafting CPUs available, huh? I might cancel you. Because, like, I don't actually care about that being done. Right. Cool. All right. So let me make the Atomic Forge. The only thing I'm going to have to get is enderic compounds, which I can get, right? Well, I can centrifuge that out of Skulk. That seems like a really good idea. That seems like a really good idea. I just add that here. And how are we for Skulk? Not great, not terrible. But remember, I can like print it over here with not a whole lot of effort, right? Um, yeah. And I could even do. Sweet. All right, back when done crafting. Oh, and for the record, duratanium is an ingot that we need, and it's a combination of netherite and platinum, which, you know, we have some of now. So, assuming that you're still doing all that stuff. Yeah, let's put you away. That's cool. Okay. So I should have what I need to make my atomic forge, minus the duratanium ingot, which we now have, so that's cool. Hooray! Might want to extend. So this guy's going to be like moderately sized. I might just extend the platform. I feel like that's probably your best bet, right? So horizontal wall it. That seems cool, right? And then we can stick this dude here-ish. And then we're going to need a healthy amount of core blocks. Primitive machine cores, that's not what I want. I want like advanced machine cores, right? Do I want that level of it, or do I want something like what tier is the one in the middle? Basic, improved, improved. Yeah, that's where I want to be. Sweet, atomic forge, good to go. Okay. Somehow he's got power. Couldn't tell you how. I assume we're going to want to feed power into him, among other things. So cable, please. And bricks while we're at it. So you can just kind of run down. Oh, you do connect, right? He almost doesn't look like he's connecting. Does he need power? I assume he needs power. Cables don't seem to connect to him, though, which is concerning. But maybe there's like a specific spot, like the other machines. Like maybe here-ish? Nope. Maybe he doesn't need power. What do I know? So if I want to make the Heisenberg compensator, that might be a little trickier. Promethium, is that easy enough to make? Heisenberg. Okay, okay, so we're not quite there yet. So we need the Heisenberg compensator. So let's remove these guys, right? To make the Heisenberg compensator, we're either going to need the unholy intelligence by capturing a viable entity with dubious container, or the super AI chip. We already have adamant, good, right? So super AI chips is going to be the atomic forge with duratanium, which I just taught you how to make, and advanced computing engines. Advanced computing engines is going to be a processing unit, a silicon wafer, and a quantum processor. We're definitely going to want these things to be on the autocrafty list, right? These two need to be, and then that's going to be engraved with those two things. So let's start with getting this guy ready. I remember this mattering what order you put things into, so we should be smart about that, right? I'm going to stick you here probably. I mean, underneath sounds smart. Do you actually need, like, why do I feel like we're missing something on the power front there? I feel like we're definitely missing something as it relates to power. I guess we'll figure it out. Okay. And then cables. And maybe one more. Okay. So you'll be able to make this. So let's check out silicon wafer and see what happens. I might need to do something with power. I have to look at, let me look at the quest real quick for this guy. Creating advanced computer chips. It's pretty big multi-block. Energy pipes cannot connect directly to it. It needs to be wirelessly powered by an enderic laser. There's your answer. I knew there was something like that in my future. So enderic laser. I can make most of these things. I'll be back once I make it off camera. Between episodes. Because it's wrapping up point. Delta20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next episode, get an enderic laser, power the forge, and do the things that we need to do. For now, Delta20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.